And here we are, and look who's with us here in Tampa.
You
Joe
guys
Gulino.
can't hide from me.
He followed us.
I found you.
He found us.
Yeah, here I am.
And
Can't get rid of this guy.
I was like, why is he here?
How was it? I always wanted to know, how was it to hide behind the landing gear? Because you kind of like...
he always is a stowaway.
You didn't pay for that flight.
Instead of
right?
a stowaway, we're going to call it a Joe away.
Now you're just throwing me under the bus here.
No, it's under the plane. Under the plane. We're going to hang out here for the authorities to come and pick you up.
But you got to understand, Joe is going to be with us the entire weekend.
Which
God. is a hard thing to swallow for me.
Well, we always said we wouldn't do it.
Once a month. Once a month is already tough enough for me.
Yeah.
But now we got him for a whole
that's
weekend.
on a monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and God bless him. I'm really excited that Joey's here.
I was like, police work, J.C. Newman Cigar Factory. I'll take a couple of days. Then they'll miss
Police
me.
work for the chooches. There you go.
Took about 1 second to decide.
Yeah.
So what do you think,
this
man?
Is great. This is great, man. You know, I've been to Honduras. I've been to the Oscar Valladares Cigar Factory, and, that's the Honduras experience. Here you're getting the American experience.
Right.
God bless America.
Yes,
it's true.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And for what they do here, and I think, again, no one else can do it because they don't have...
Right.
There isn't another factory in the
leave it
U.S.
there. They don't have.
They don't have it.
Yeah.
It can't be done.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm asking them for a job. I don't want to go back.
I
You
know,
know what I mean?
I know.
It's like
Security?
cigars.
Security
I'm
guys?
See the guy
Joey, they
outside.
could-
That was security when he first showed up. He
Security,
sat down,
Joe
said
would be the
hello.
new
Right?
security
sit
here.
on that front porch all day. That's fine.
I bet you can.
Yeah.
With your bottle.
Just
As long as they supply
they
cigars.
could pay me in cigars.
Right.
Yeah.
See?
Just one cigar an hour is all I ask.
That's
No.
cigars a day.
Yeah.
Joey will put J.C. Newman out of business, being a security guard, smoking as much as he would smoke while he's here.
But I don't know about that. He drinks a lot. He
does.
passes out a lot.
Yeah.
So, maybe.
But he won't drink on the job. That he doesn't do.
He doesn't.
Oh, please. You don't know.
Allegedly. That's what he's
Allegedly. All right.
He's told us that. Anyway.
How many squad cars did he crash?
I don't know about that. I haven't gotten any news reports from
That's
the
why we
PD
switched
there.
from the Crown Vic to the Explorer, because I crashed all the Crown Vics.
So now it's the Exploder.
They had to take them off the market.
So, Joey, you're going to be able to do the tasting, which is going to happen after, and
Very
the rolling,
excited to do
too.
that. Very
I
excited
want
to
to
do
see
that.
Joey's rollability, I'm going to call it. Rollability.
I'm very rollable.
I can see that.
Yeah.
He's
put
rolled
on
before.
He's put on a couple of extra rolls.
Notice the shirt, the tightness around
Let's
it.
just say his shirt is a lot tighter than even Ronnie's.
I can barely breathe in this thing.
Ronnie's shirt is looser than Joe's.
Look.
Yeah.
Well, Ronnie got a size
He's got
bigger.
a dry quadruple
didn't.
X.
First, I got my name tag here, the marzipan. That's spelled
Marzipan.
Incorrectly.
Yes,
the
I don't know
Italian
who did that
spelling.
on purpose. I don't know who did that on purpose because that's all he says on the show, and everybody knows it. Everything tastes like marzipan to Joe.
Yeah, no, it's a great shirt. Yeah, I love it.
It is.
Yeah.
You could X out the A and put a
I
little
might
I.
have to do that.
Just
maybe
X
do
it
some
out. Just
stitch
Mars,
work,
Marzipan.
You know what, though? If you get
Marzipan.
drunk enough, it's spelled correctly.
It is.
It is.
Marza.
Yeah.
It's not marzipan.
until you get double
Marzipan.
But yeah, no, Joey, you're gonna be rolling with us.
This is.
We'll have
it's
all of that.
already an experience.
Exactly.
We just got here, and man, the hospitality.
Isn't it incredible?
Mm-hmm.
The team here at J.C. Newman.
They're the
Everyone
best.
here, they're the best.
They really are the
I have
best.
to just say they're the best people, and
They all went to hospitality school. You know that.
good thing we didn't go to hospitality school. We
No,
get
it's
kicked
just
out of
something about
hospitality.
the industry,
No,
guys.
it is.
It's
The
something
industry,
about
there's a lot of-
I mean, just
people
look.
are just very,
Yeah,
very.
I mean,
very
look at Jeff
calm.
at his
Exactly.
all his people at his lounges in Corona,
And we'll be
and
there
at the
later tonight.
at the barn. I mean, they treated us all great. I mean, maybe it's just us. I don't know, but I do think these people are sincere.
Yes.
And again, the smiles, they're happy.
But it's a social thing too.
Yes.
Cigars just. I don't know. It
brings people
It
together.
brings
It's
people
community.
together. You
It's
want
community.
to hang out with people and talk and smoke
Yeah.
and just relax.
Yep.
It's just a great thing. It really is.
Yeah.
so-
So that's it. I mean, Joey's going to be with us. You're going to see us on Instagram. We'll do Instagram.
We got Kyle here too.
Kyle's
You haven't
hanging.
seen him, but Kyle is definitely
Kyle's
here.
hanging over
He's in
here.
the- he's in
Come
the
say hello,
boss's chair.
Kyle.
Kyle's
Stick
in
your
his
face in.
office
Ooh,
chair.
scary. Okay. Yeah, Kyle,
Don't
get
do
right
that
between
again.
me and Bob. This way, maybe someday we could take this picture together.
Yeah.
Hello, there we go. So there's Kyle.
There we go.
Unfortunately, we only got 4 headphones, but it is what it is.
Well,
but
yeah,
we're going to have
he
a
can
good
take
time.
up my place because I'm ready to evacuate the seat.
Oh,
Literally.
uh-oh, last night's dinner's coming through.
You're going to the other
This is
seat?
a breakfast cigar.
This is we're having
This is
the
like Cinnabon.
Cinnabon, totally, Joey.
Oh, my
we got
God.
to discuss the
Yeah.
Diamond Crown.
Yeah.
The Diamond Crown that we're smoking, the natural.
Yeah.
This is an absolutely delicious, again, breakfast cigar.
And that's
Perfect.
what we're
This
having.
is better than the bagel I had at Kyle's house.
Well, we can't
Oh,
say that.
whoa.
Because that's not. Listen,
Oh, wow.
listen. The bagel that Kyle had at his house is great bagels. That's the Brooklyn Bagel, the Brooklyn
New
Water
York
Bagel
style
Company.
bagel.
The Brooklyn Water Bagel Company, folks. If you haven't had a Brooklyn Water Bagel Company bagel,
Have the
and you're-
bagel.
well, then you haven't had a good
Well,
bagel.
because they
in Florida.
do bagels the right way.
They
the New York way.
Well, they actually filter the water to make it Brooklyn water, and they've got the whole
Nothing better.
ozone thing, and they got the purple lamp, almost
That's
like
what
as
they
a
told you. They run up to New York, bring the water back in
That's a
gallon.
long way.
Joe, you need a job.
yeah, absolutely.
You want to be a runner?
I'll just drink the water.
But yeah, no, this is you're right. This is an all-day cigar. You guys
All
had
day.
this last night.
we had
didn't
it
you?
last night.
But we
It
just
was
had our
terrific.
breakfast, and
Yes.
this is just
But it's-
beautiful for first thing in the
It's got
morning.
that breakfasty vibe to
Yeah.
it.
It's
At
got that
10:30 in the morning,
cinnamony-
and we're
Yeah.
smoking.
Yes.
It's like in the
Yeah.
mid-afternoon at night.
And it was
that's what
delicious
is.
at 11 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
Yes,
Still good.
good
yeah.
stuff. Make sure you
Absolutely.
get your hands on this,
I
folks.
got.
The Diamond Crown.
I'll post because you know what? Santa made a visit to Kyle's house, and I saw him taking a hit of this Diamond Crown.
He
I'll
did.
post that. Yeah,
Man,
was hitting it
he
hard.
was chilling.
He was hitting it
You know,
hard.
after all those drinks, he was just sitting there.
He's about to start working.
It's about So right now he's kind of in that cigar smoking mode until
And
the
drinking mode.
13th.
Don't forget
Ronnie
drinking
said
also.
that the 13th is a special day.
For-
Friday the 13th.
for the Italians,
For the
yeah.
Italians. Only the Italians.
Only Italians.
13th.
Nobody else believes in Friday the 13th. I'm telling you, 13 is a lucky number
Listen,
for Italians.
nobody else wants to listen to us any longer. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to say goodbye, and we'll see you soon. How's that?
Real soon.
Yeah.
Soon. We're back here. Oh, and we're back, folks. Welcome again. And we have our special guest here, the Drew Master himself. Welcome to our show, but thank
Once
you for
again.
bringing us to your show.
Well, welcome back to El Roloj, our beautiful cigar factory here in the Cigar City of Tampa. It's great to have you guys back.
Yeah, we're excited to be here. It's our third year now.
Third year.
And we're looking forward
And
to number
amazed
4.
at
but
the growth just
Wow.
in this room alone.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
every time we
busy.
come, it gets busier and more people are
That's
in
right.
here.
Your vision
More great
is
cigars.
incredible. Absolutely.
When's the big room going to open? Because you need about another 100 rollers.
No, well, so we're at 8 rollers right now, plus packing and processing and so forth up here. But our capacity is about 12 hand rollers here. Keeps it small, boutique, allows us to ensure the quality is perfect, and then anything beyond that is great for our Pensa Cigar Factory in Nicaragua or the Arturo Fuente Cigar Factory in the Dominican Republic. But it's been great. Started with one hand cigar roller back in 2015, 2016, and here
Look
we
at
are
it
now. Yeah,
And you know, it's in one way it's a slow growth.
it
Because
is.
like you said, it's manageable, it's controlled.
Yes.
It's right in one house. You're not jumping all over the place and losing that control. The control in this industry seems to be the main reason for success.
Yes.
And your vision is certainly is being seen, and it's definitely putting your company in at such a high level.
Thank
and
you.
you keep going and going because every year we talk to you, your vision is
There's
unbelievable.
more to do.
You know,
More stories to share, more traditions to keep alive.
thank God you're young because you know you're definitely going to keep this thing going for a
Thank you.
long time. And we're so
Thank you.
excited to see. Just walking in today, it's like wow.
I love coming here.
This
Well,
is
it's
spectacular.
authentic. You know, just in this building built in 1910, you can feel
The spirits.
smell
Yeah. I'm feeling the
history.
spirits
You know,
in here.
it's
Absolutely.
here. I mean,
Yeah.
especially in a room like this with original bricks from 1910 and ceiling and floor and just the whole smell, the whole essence of this building just speaks to the amazing history of cigars, not only here in Ybor City in Tampa, but also in the United States, and it's a privilege to keep it going.
Yes,
And Sydney said she's done so many weddings this year alone, and you guys are making that happen. And that experience, folks, you can have your own wedding. You can have your own parties here. I mean, what better place if you're into cigars than
and soon,
coming right
when you
here?
come and visit, you can get a room across the street.
That's right. So
in the hotel.
Yeah, how's that coming along? I
It's
mean,
going
we saw
well.
tremendous construction going on there.
So first I'll say the next week we should surpass 20,000 visitors just this year. And so that's a new record for us, and it's very exciting. You know, people come from all around the world to take a tour of this beautiful, iconic cigar factory to learn how to roll cigars, how to explore different types of tobacco, or having a event, or just to see our cigar museum. So it's really wonderful. But one thing we've learned is that people come and they say, well, what's next? What else can I do? And they want more. So that inspired us to build Cigar Workers Park across the street,
Which is spectacular.
a beautiful place to enjoy a cigar and outside in this gorgeous Florida weather we're having right now. And it's also inspired us to restore the Sanchez y Haya building across the street from El Roloj. And that building was also built in 1910 and opened just a few months after this factory did. And 100 years ago, that building was built to serve the cigar factory. So it had a restaurant, a bar, a hotel on the first floor, a hotel on the second floor, and it's had a colorful history over the past century. But our goal and our plan and what we're doing now is restoring the building, bringing back to life the way it was when it opened in 1910, with a restaurant on the first floor, a cigar lounge on the first floor, and a 11-room boutique inn on the second floor to help build out this destination for cigars here in Cigar City. And so right now we're restoring the structure, and that process is moving along very well, and hope to welcome you there probably not next year, but in
26?
2 years when we're here doing the show, we might do it from there.
What a great idea.
great.
Unbelievable.
That would be
Folks, if you're
amazing.
here, you got to come see this.
Thank you.
So let me ask you, do you still have photos of the original? Are you guys going to try to
We do.
do it
We don't
that
have as
same
many as we
way,
would
or-
like, but we have about 8 or 9 photos of the way the building looked 100 years ago on the inside, and we have the old bar that was there 100 years ago. And
Oh, you still have that?
We do, yes. And so we're restoring it, and so that hopefully once it opens again, when you walk inside, it looks and feels and
Like
smells
you're walking back
just
in
like
time,
it did.
yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
gosh.
Just like this building does too.
Exactly.
Because there's such an authentic story of cigars here in the cigar city of Tampa. We want to keep it alive and preserve it and showcase it for generations to
Well,
come.
you guys are doing so much for the city. Have you gotten the keys?
Well,
When are you going to come mayor? I want to know when you're running for mayor, and because this town needs you.
right now I've got a handful. But I will say, the beauty of Tampa being Cigar City is that our community is so supportive of the cigar industry and the historic cigar tradition here in Tampa. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican or an independent. Everybody here supports the cigar industry, and so we are so blessed to have support from the government at all levels, and people want to keep this tradition going. And so I can't think of a more cigar-friendly place probably in the world than Tampa. Certainly not the United States, but because cigars are such an important part of our culture
built the city.
and our heritage.
It built the
Cigars
city.
built
Yeah.
Tampa,
Yes.
and we don't want to forget that history.
No.
Well, you're not going to let it forget, because
No,
I
no.
can see that again with your vision and what you created
like-
here. It's just mind-boggling, and it's beautiful because if you're into cigars or understand the tobacco world, this is where you have to be. It's the last of the last here in the country
It
that
is.
you can get the full experience. You don't have to even go to another country to get the experience that you get right here.
Come right here.
That's right.
That in itself
Yeah.
says everything.
There's wonderful cigar factories all around the world. We have a large one in Nicaragua, but it's an effort to get there.
Exactly.
You need a passport. It's a long
Security.
journey.
Yeah.
It's different languages.
The rough
different
travel,
cultures.
rough
But-
travel
but
too. you
Here
know.
we are. We're 15 minutes away from Tampa International Airport that has pretty much a Southwest airline connection to anywhere in the country, and so it's very accessible to come here to Tampa, and there are storefronts all across the country that have cigar rollers. There are plenty here in Ybor City too, where a roller or two might be in the front, and they have a lounge or sell cigars in the back, and that's a great way to see how cigars are hand rolled. But what's different about this building is that it's the last large cigar factory still operating, and it's a real factory. We're rolling 60,000 cigars every day here. The building is alive with history and culture, and
It's a time capsule.
And so
It
it
really
is.
is.
It's a time capsule. Yeah.
But don't you have a time capsule out in the
We
park?
do. We have a time
do.
capsule actually right in front of the factory that went in 2020, and so we'll open it.
When you plan on opening? I want to be alive.
How old are those cigars that you put in there?
It really depends. We talked that maybe we'll open it in 20 years if my father and uncle are still with us and want to see it. But if not, we'll probably keep it down there a little longer and pull it up for a big anniversary. So either our 150th anniversary in 20 years, or maybe our 175th anniversary in 45 years.
That's
Well, let me know. I'll be here.
Okay, I will too.
Bob, you're 172 right now. I mean, can you make it?
Yeah, aren't you in some of those original photos from the bar?
I should be in that time
Aren't you
capsule.
you're the guy at the bar, aren't you, in that photo?
But that is exciting. That's why that's why I asked the question, because I was hoping to hear that next door was going to be looking the way it was back then, because that in itself is going to drive the people to see that, because
To replicate
people
it
love
the way
history.
it was, that's
And
beautiful.
even though it's modernized and all in its own way, but again, it's a stepping back into the past. And if anybody knows about the J.C. Newman name, and they have a beautiful museum that
if you
takes
don't
from,
know, you're not a
from
cigar
the great
smoker.
grandfather all the way up from the beginning
you.
and how it all started. The history in itself, the story, relates to the cigars and what you have accomplished here.
Thank you.
I mean, you have certainly kept up the tradition of the family.
Thank you. It's very kind of you to say.
No, thank
No,
you
you're
for
you're
doing
so
what you're doing.
creative and your
because-
visions. You're like the Walt Disney of cigars.
Well,
big visions of things to come.
You're not Mickey Mouse, but
Not
I'm
Mickey
just
Mouse.
saying.
I'm talking about you building a world around this that's incredible.
well,
it really is.
you are not the first to say to refer to what we're building here as the Disney World of cigars.
Yeah.
And certainly the scale is very different than what Disney has done over in Orlando. But we want to showcase the tradition, the craft, the heritage of cigar making. And what inspired us was seeing all the distilleries, all the breweries, all the wineries that become destinations for tours and tastings and events. And so we thought, why can't we do that here in the last traditional cigar factory in the United States, here in Cigar City? And
You
so,
had this vision, right? You
yeah,
had this
yeah,
vision. There
of
you
course.
go. And that's what I love about you, man.
Well, thank
You just think out of the box, but you bring back tradition.
Thank you.
Because that's everything.
Yeah.
Your family is part of this cigar world.
And you're going to have your own fields
Yeah,
across the street.
We're gonna grow tobacco and show what that looks like. So that's coming too.
Wow.
What isn't it? It's incredible, Drew. You're amazing. You're an amazing
Thank you.
person. You really are.
Can I ask you though, how's the cigar?
Oh, my
I
God.
love it.
We were
This is
just
the first
talking
one
about it
I've
earlier.
had.
I
Good.
love it.
Yep.
Smoked it last night, and I was like, wow, blown away by it. I
Thank
didn't
you.
expect how much flavor this was going to have.
It's like a Cinnabon.
Yeah.
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
It's just so often you can look at a cigar with a light colored wrapper and you can think it's going to be mild or bland or one dimensional.
Exactly.
And something that made Diamond Crown distinct from the beginning was that it is a mild flavored cigar, but it is still full of flavor and full of taste. And that's something that my grandfather and Carlito Fuente did in 1995 when they brought Diamond Crown back. At that time, Diamond Crown was the first cigar with a 54 ring gauge. Today, 54, not that big, but back then in the mid-90s, it was revolutionary.
Yes.
And the
That was the
reason
Gordo
why-
of the time.
It was the Gordo of the time, precisely. But before Diamond Crown, the largest cigars on the market were 50 ring gauge. And so Diamond Crown was the first 54 ring gauge just to that point because the extra width allowed them, my grandfather and Carlito, to add an extra to add extra filler to enhance the blend, so that it could still be a mild cigar and creamy and smooth, but still have a well balanced, well-rounded taste. And so it's been a important cigar for my family. It's our anniversary cigar, and we're excited to dress it up with some updated packaging for our
Beautiful, guys.
company's
Beautiful stuff.
130th anniversary next year.
Yeah, it's absolutely it's a must for every humidor. It's a must for every cigar lounge. It's a must for every brick and mortar
All
shop.
day
I
smoke.
mean, this is just
we've
absolutely.
had this now, 10:30
This is
in the
my
morning,
first.
and I smoked at 11 o'clock last night, and it was still like, wow, this is great.
Well, when you think of the market too, particularly for like luxury cigars like Diamond Crown, there are a lot of cigars that have dark wrappers, Havana wrappers, especially that are full-bodied, full-flavored. There's a lot of options. But if you're looking for a luxury cigar that is smooth and creamy and on the more mild and medium-bodied spectrum, there really isn't much there, particularly as sort of some of the other companies have gone in different directions. And so I think Diamond Crown has a great place in the market as a luxury cigar that is creamy and smooth, but
Delivers.
And delivered, but it is very accessible to a newer consumer or an occasional cigar smoker, as opposed to those full-flavored, full-bodied,
Which I am,
heavy cigars
and
too.
I'm still loving
Yeah.
this cigar.
Excellent. Well,
Yeah,
good.
I love it.
The
man.
construction's
goal.
good. We talked about it earlier.
Yep.
Construction's good. The drawer is fabulous.
Beautiful.
The burn is fantastic. I mean, again, it's a grand slam.
To one light,
know.
no real
Well, if
lights
you don't
on
talk
this.
so much, I got to talk a little more.
you.
I got to draw. You know me. I'm a slow guy. But fabulous, and just the label is
Beautiful.
it's
Nice
perfect.
band.
It really is. It's unbelievable. It's done so well.
It
Did you have a
sparkles.
lot to do with that
Yeah, of
also?
course.
I
Of course.
figured
Of
that.
course.
You got to lead them on. Guys. You got to lead them on.
This is one of the most technically complex cigar bands printed, in large part because we wanted the jewels to shine. We wanted the diamonds to sparkle. So when you hold it in your hand, it looks reminiscent of a diamond.
Absolutely.
It actually sparkles, and so it's
This would be a nice ring. I
it
mean, a
really-
little
yeah, it
ring.
really
If you
would
could
be.
make that, that would be an awesome
It-
ring.
It really would be, and so it's a beautiful cigar, a first-class cigar, and the blend hasn't changed. It was just
Tweaked a little.
well, until 6 weeks ago, it was wearing a band that was designed 30 years ago, and in the decades that had between 1995 and now, just cigar packaging has become more ornate. Consumers want a higher quality of packaging, and it just looked outdated, frankly. And so we wanted to showcase what a special cigar this is and how beautiful and luxurious and elegant it is, which is why we introduced the new bands and new white boxes.
It's
new
very
packaging,
classy.
and
Yeah.
Very
so
classy.
It's
Even the
eye-catching.
retro hails like smooth and
Oh, yeah.
creamy.
Yeah.
It should
little,
be.
little kiss of spice on the
It's-
finish
it-
there.
it's-
Just
But not
A lot of
tobacco.
flavor.
Nothing that's going to
No,
certainly
it doesn't burn.
No.
Yeah.
It's just a terrific smoke. It really is.
It's
I think it would
everything
appeal
right
to
about it.
anybody.
right.
Yes,
Whether
and it's
you're
an
a
all-day
newbie
smoke.
It
or a
is.
seasoned smoker like us, beautiful smoke. Very
But it's an all day too, Bob.
So what are you smoking?
A sample that's going out because it was rolled 2 days ago. It's very wet.
You need opinions?
I don't know if I have an opinion yet. It's just, yeah. No, we're always trying something new.
Smells
and
nice.
different.
Smells nice.
So nice. Like a nice aroma. It's,
yeah, nice aroma.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So I got it. That's going to be.
I don't really know what's inside it, but we're just. It was handed to me as I walked in.
Okay,
just to
so
try
they
it.
went trying to make you
We're
guess.
always trying.
Always trying something new.
Well,
You
like
have to.
we talked earlier with Gene. We see maybe one roller, maybe two next year. By the time we get here, we're trying to.
On what? I'm sorry.
Up here, another
Rollers.
roller.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we need a couple more rollers, but it's a process. It's a slow process. You don't want to introduce new people too quickly because we don't want to sacrifice quality. Every cigar is
Right.
perfect, and so
Yes.
when we bring a new roller on, for the cigars they roll for the first 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 months. We don't sell. We'll just give them away or do something else with them, just because we need to make sure that they're all perfect.
Have
Right,
to be
right.
up
And it can
to
take a
your
while to get
specs.
there.
Absolutely.
And so when we bring rollers on, it's always one at a time, making sure everyone's perfect, not rushing the process because the quality can't be compromised.
Right. You can't, because everybody can smoke 100 cigars. 99 is great. The one, all of a sudden, that one just, oh my God, it's the end of the world.
And that could turn
that
people off to
ruins
buying that
people
brand.
off. It's
That's
like,
what
no,
keeps you up
that's
at
so
night.
wrong on it,
That's what keeps you up at night. I worry because they're handmade. There's 1,000 points of failure when a cigar can go wrong, and I worry every day about a cigar consumer going into a beautiful lounge, buying one of our cigars, smoking it. Something's wrong, and they'll never forget it.
No,
And they'll probably never pick up one of our cigars ever again.
Or the entire line.
Or the entire line.
And that's the
exactly.
worst thing that can happen.
It is, and getting every cigar perfect is a just enormous challenge. It's something that we and everybody else who makes cigars struggles with every day. But that's it.
But Drew,
that's
it
what worries
can
me.
happen. Even with some of the best cigars out there,
It shouldn't.
it shouldn't,
does.
but sometimes
It
it
does.
happens. And
Yeah.
it could be for so many different reasons.
I know.
Whether the humidor that you got it in wasn't up to par, or
Sure.
so how it was handled, how it was sent to that person. There's so many things that come
1,000
into
points.
play. Yeah.
It's
But you can't. You have to try it again. If you had a bad smoke,
I hope
whoever's
so.
it is,
I hope
you always
so.
have to try it one more
But,
time. Give them the benefit of the doubt.
yeah.
But yours, I never had a problem.
Thank you. Hope that doesn't change. Hope that doesn't change.
No praise and pop,
Always
but,
good changes.
That's exciting, though, absolutely. And again, you already, the vision of the thought process of what you're saying is bringing in one person at a time, slow, to make sure that is 100%. You're not worried about the quick growth and go crazy.
You can't.
Just go steady Eddie, as they say, and make sure that is the way it's going to be, and you'll never have those worries. I mean, you always will, because anything can happen at any time for whatever reason. But if you're staying in control here, I mean, these people themselves, they know they have to put out the best.
Right.
It's like they are part of the company,
Well,
and you treat them. And
they
again,
are the company.
The hospitality
without
that
the
your
roller, you
crew
got
has
nothing.
here is spectacular, Drew. Thank you, too.
Well, another another reason why this factory is different is that this is the only cigar factory I know of where the rollers are not paid on piecework.
Piecework.
They're not paid. Their earnings are not dependent upon the number of cigars they roll. In Latin America, at all the factories,
Yeah.
more cigars you roll,
The more
more money
money
you make.
Right.
Here, we don't want that incentive, and so we want every cigar to be perfect. Hopefully, each of our rollers rolls 80 cigars a day. They roll a few more, and they're all perfect. That's great. If for whatever reason something's not working and they roll a few less, that's fine too. We don't want to sacrifice the quality.
No.
And also, we want to make sure that the rollers feel free to have time to engage with visitors. If someone walks in off the street and comes up and talks with them, we want them to answer questions, just to show this wonderful history.
Because
that
they're selling
doing.
you anyway.
Yeah,
So
well,
they are making money for you, even with that hello, smile, and look what I'm doing. Because
Yeah.
You don't want
I don't
somebody
look at
to
it that way,
go
but you're
away, I
right.
can't talk to you because I got to get this rolled.
Exactly.
Right, well,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's all part of the experience.
It is.
and your crew has been fabulous once again from the start this morning, as
you.
usual.
We're happy to have you guys here.
You guys make us feel like we're family too, and we love it. Being our sponsors of the show and wearing your shirts, I'm proud to put your
Thank you.
shirt
Absolutely.
on. Every
They look
day.
good. They look great.
We are
Thank
looking
you,
sharp.
thank
We need more shirts
We
here.
we're applying
Sydney and
to
Amanda can
legally
help.
change our name to Newman, by the way.
It's fine too. It's fine too. Sydney just changed her name to Newman about 6 weeks ago.
There you go.
So
She's moving on up.
She's
Yes,
moving
that's
up.
right.
She's been spectacular, and I have a
She's
feeling
great.
Amanda's going to follow her footsteps
she
quite
is.
well.
We're gonna give her a
too.
little bit of time to settle in and learn about this wonderful world.
Next week she'll run into time. You
in.
better figure it out.
That's right.
But how's the rest of the family doing?
Everyone's
How's everyone
doing well. My father is on his way back from the Dominican Republic today. He was down there visiting the Cigar Family Charitable Foundation's project because on Wednesday they opened a beautiful new Academy of the Arts. The project, which is supported by cigar enthusiasts all around the world, is providing educational opportunities to low-income children and families
Nice.
in one of the poorest parts of the Dominican Republic that also happens to have some of the most fertile soil and makes beautiful tobaccos that the Fuente family uses in their factory down there. But CFCF Cigar Family Charitable Foundation has created a 23-acre campus,
Yes.
built a primary school, a secondary school,
Oh, that's
a
wonderful.
technical college for nursing and IT, high school graduates, and then also it now has has an arts academy where the students can learn about dance and music and art, and that was just opened on Wednesday. So that's really
Beautiful.
wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah.
How nice.
Congratulations.
Thank
Again, you,
Giving these
your
people
company,
something.
your family is expanding the world with the Newman
you.
name, which is, God bless you. Really,
you.
that is fantastic. We know we're from Chicagoland,
Yes.
so we have Norwood Royal Cigars,
Right,
and
of
we met
course.
your uncle up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
He sees him more because he lives close by, but they open up the new lounge
The
there
Vic,
also,
yes.
the
Yep.
Crown with Vic, and
A good friend.
Yeah, great guy,
Oh,
great
yeah.
guy. He loves your
He
product.
is,
Obviously, he
yeah.
loves you so much that he opened up the lounge under the Crown.
Yes.
He could tell
Lounge
more
looks
about
excellent. It looks excellent. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
my uncle's
Yep.
up there.
Yeah.
He's been in Ohio this week visiting cigar lounges and shops and sharing our new Diamond Crown cigars, and so that he's up there as well right now, and I'm down here, and we're down here.
Yeah, you're holding the fort
That's
down.
right.
That's it. That's your
Exactly.
routine.
Exactly.
Are you guys going to have your own booth? What booth number are you going to have on Sunday at the park?
I don't know if we have a number. We're right there in the middle. We're so happy for the Ybor City Cigar Festival. It was in a different location last year.
Yeah.
But we're so happy that it's back in Centennial
We are
Park.
too.
What's amazing about this festival is that it's about cigars, but it's not about selling. It's a free festival. People, if you enjoy cigars, come down to the Cigar City, Tampa, Florida, and you can attend and just walk in. It's about friendships, camaraderie, great cigars, just being together, and it just draws tens of thousands of people, and it's really amazing. And we and the Arturo Fuente family, our longtime partners, are very proud to be the sponsors of it. And
Thank you.
Thank
you for bringing that
We don't
back.
sell anything there. We're just happy to be there. And we're happy to be there with cigar enthusiasts from all around the world here in the heart of Cigar City. So it's
Like it was
very
2
exciting.
years ago.
Like it was 2 years ago and
Yeah.
before that. And so
And before.
it's.
Are you going to be there? Are we going to
I'll
see
be
you
there.
again on Sunday?
I'll be there. I'll have my little kids with me.
That's
so
okay.
I don't know how long we'll stay.
Can we offer them a
but,
cigar?
they know all about cigars. We'll be happy to talk to you about cigars.
They're the future.
They're going to be the new rollers.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear their vision,
They run around this building just like I did when I was a kid. And it's great.
This is great, though. I mean, that really is. That's, God, I mean, to grow up in this, I wish we had an opportunity to have a legacy
Well,
like you have. And,
very privileged and very blessed and love being able to share it.
and you do. And
And
you
you
do
certainly
quite
do.
well.
Thank you.
We know your time is limited, but we can't thank you enough for coming again and
We see
having
him.
us
Of course.
We're
here.
going to see you tomorrow too, right?
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow you got the other event going
Oh
on.
yeah,
you got-
at Corona.
At
Yes.
Corona,
yeah.
My father and uncle will be there. I might be there just depending upon what the kids' schedule is and whether they want to show up. So
Joey will
you'll-
take care of the
you'll-
kids. Don't worry about it.
You'll at
He's
least
got a
have-
newbie coming in March.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Congratulations!
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. My oldest is born on March 19th, and so it's a great month for us too. And so my father and uncle will be there at Corona Cigar
Okay.
Company here in Tampa, the Diamond Crown Cigar Lounge, unveiling the new Diamond Crown Classic packaging and cigars for 130th anniversary next year. So you'll
Awesome.
at least have 2 Newmans there, and you might have 3 or might even have 5.
5.
If we all show up. And so we'll see. You're never quite sure what's going to happen.
Well,
what
these
we're
are these are
up
going to fly off the shelf.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
yeah.
But even, I appreciate you saying that, but the way I look at cigars is it's not about selling them. It's about enjoying them and sharing them.
Right.
We roll cigars to be shared. We roll cigars to be enjoyed. And the fact that we can share them with you today and share them with your viewers and for you to enjoy them, that's what matters.
We love them. We love
Well, our viewers love you.
Thank you.
We love you.
It's mutual. It is mutual.
Anyway, Drew,
Thank you
congrats.
so much for
Oh,
coming
yeah,
back and
thank you.
visiting.
Oh,
It's
thank
happy
you
to
for
have
your-
you here.
for your
Thank you.
time.
And,
Pleasure.
We appreciate everybody. Get some J.C. Newman cigars. The entire line is fabulous. We guarantee it. And we can tell you, if you get hold of this new crowd, you will not be disappointed. You're going to say, I want more. And
get your asses down here. This place is a must on your bucket list. If you're a cigar
Absolutely.
smoker, you got to come here. Plain and
Thank you.
simple. You
yeah,
have
no
to.
question. And if you're getting married, Right here. Here's
do
the
the
place to have
event.
it.
Do the event here,
Sydney
man.
will take care of your marriage vows and everything for you, right? She's becoming a minister. Anyway, folks, we'll be right back shortly with more interviews and more
of everything.
More
cigars.
everything.
More
More cigars,
cigars.
for sure. So thank you very much. Again, an honor to be here, and thank you so much for
Thank you.
everything and
Thank you,
your
Drew.
support. All right, everyone. We'll be right back.
We have Gene.
Haines.
Haynes.
No, Haines. We knew
He
right
turned you
away.
into ketchup.
You see, that's why I went to Ronnie to do the name pronunciation because he can't pronounce anybody's name. So
I can't even pronounce my own.
exactly. and Gene basically runs the show here. Eugene.
Well, we'll call him Gene today.
I'm not Gene.
No, man,
You're
he's
saying
the
Eugene?
He's
I'm
the
not Gene. He's Gene.
Hey, Gene.
Gene is here, and he's going to talk about not only what's happening here, but the personal reserve program now here at JC Newman. And it's a first. No one's doing it because, A, nobody has a factory here
Well,
in the
nobody
U.S.
can
to
do it.
No one can do it.
Unless you want to go to Honduras or Nicaragua.
Right.
You know.
So, Gene, talk about the program. What inspired it, really, and how does it really work?
I think what inspired it is Drew, right?
Right.
So Drew is trying to really bring the attention back to cigars. Obviously,
Right.
we were the cigar city of America here in Ybor City. So obviously, shows like you, the city, the customers come in. We had 17,000 people last year that
Awesome.
come through the factory.
Wow.
Whoa.
We have the hand rolling experiences. We have the tobacco tasting classes. Anything to remind people of the history of cigars.
Right.
And to show people that you don't have to go to Honduras, you don't have to go to Nicaragua, you don't have to go to the Dominican. It's all right here. You can
Right.
come watch it, you can taste it, you can hand roll, you can buy cigars. I mean, his potential is limitless.
I know. I think that's
And he's so
He's got a big
creative.
He's so
vision.
creative.
Tremendous.
He really is.
And it's still all in line with his great grandfather at that point, right?
Yes.
With
Yeah.
Julius Caesar Newman. It's,
Great.
Yeah,
Yes.
great
He's fourth generation.
fourth
Yes, he
generation.
is.
So
But
it's great.
he's going to create more and more incredible things because that's the kind of person he is.
He's got that vision.
You know, he
Yep.
does.
I mean,
he does.
the Cigar Workers Park across
Right.
the
Yeah.
street,
Amazing.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
the building across the street
The
now.
hotel that's going to
It's gonna
happen.
be
What
there,
a big
yeah.
transformation
the,
since
the
last
lounge
year.
and all that.
Wow.
Are you still doing the box building? You're building the
Yeah.
boxes
To build a
across
box
the
in the
street?
store.
Yeah. I thought
Remember
though,
that building across the street?
down the road, I think it was potentially you're going
You-
to
Little
make
place right down
boxes,
the
make
block
your own
there.
boxes.
Does that fall through or?
It's not on the agenda, I don't think, at this time.
I think
Okay.
so.
If it's in his vision, then
Right.
that's
It's
something
probably-
outside of my scope.
Right.
Okay, all right.
Higher than his pay scale there, yeah.
But I know the future holds tobacco field and barn.
Right.
Yeah, they were going to talk
Yeah.
about that
Yeah.
right
That's
there.
that's pretty cool because now you've got a
Right,
field.
now you really don't have to go anywhere.
Right.
No.
I mean, you'll be able to see it all in one
Yeah,
location.
From seed to finish.
Right. I mean, how
And then you can smoke it in the park.
And
Right.
Which is great, which is fabulous, really is.
you don't have to travel anywhere
No.
except
No.
here.
No-
This
no
is it.
passport.
No,
You don't need a
no
passport.
You don't need
no
a
going in
passport.
third world country or anything to worry about. You're right here in
Yes.
America.
So with the personal reserve program, how does that work for the consumer? Like, what can they expect, and how does it actually function?
So the consumer goes on our website, jcnewman.com. The personal reserve program tab is at the top.
Right.
So you have two options. You can either set up a consultation, then that will put you in touch with me, and we'll set up a date and time to where, preferably in person, but if you need to do it online, we can do a video consult,
Oh, okay.
and we will just talk about your likes and dislikes, what your palate is, what your flavor profile is, what is
Right.
your strength profile, and hopefully, at the end of the consult, we can come up with a blend. Now, the discussion has been, well, how do I know I'm going to like it? Well, you're going to have to just trust the JC Newman process,
Right.
that we are going to create the right blend for you.
Right.
Obviously, if something happens down the road with your cigar after
Out of
aging,
your.
we'll talk about it, right?
Right.
But I mean, let's be honest. I mean, we have the best cigar rollers here, and I think that we're gonna get your leaf adjustment to where, based on what you've told me, that you're gonna like it.
Right.
So that's the video consult. That's to your own blend. It's $30 a stick. It's a minimum of 80 sticks, so it's a $2,400 commitment. $250 deposit gets you the consult, and then from there, we will age it as long as you want, minimum 3 months, obviously.
Right.
And then we will have your blend on file if you ever want to come back to it.
Gotcha.
So would it be better though to actually come here because you
Yeah.
have all?
Well, yeah,
you
that
can
would
do
be
all the
that would be
personal
the-
blending, which we'll talk about again.
Yeah.
They pick and choose. They sit down with you.
Right.
I mean, I get the video if you can't come here in person.
Well, that's the
Right.
thing. If you
But
can't get here,
having
you
the
know.
new, which you started last year,
Yeah.
The tasting.
all the tasting. I
Yeah.
mean, well, we did that last year, guys.
It was
That
amazing. Yeah.
absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
blew me away. It
Yeah.
really did. That was
It
the
gives
first
you a
time I
whole
got.
new concept.
Appreciation,
Yeah.
big time, and you can really isolate your palate
Sure.
Yeah.
in a way that you could never really do so unless you're able to get puros from somewhere. Which
No, but
isn't
it
that
educates you in such a way. Like people say, well, this is not in that cigar. Unless you know that leaf by itself, you don't know that specific note that it's going to give you, and you find it here. I mean, you can taste that by itself. Right. You know?
Right.
That's what I like. That's what brings me to that particular flavor. You know.
I think we had an Indonesian last.
Yeah, we had some
which
really
was
exotic stuff.
very,
The Bazooki.
Yeah, the
Bazooki,
Bazooki.
yeah.
We found that to be really interesting and something like, I like this. For whatever reason, you gravitate towards something.
Yeah.
So, being here, like Ronnie said, it does make it brings it
heightens
up
the
a
experience.
notch because
Yeah.
now you're sitting here, you're getting that instant feedback.
Right.
So you'll kind of already have a sense of where that cigar is going to head.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. And then if you don't want to go through that process, or if it's just a little bit out of your price range, we have 4 staff blends that we have created that will be ready to go for $500. That it'll come in this,
Oh, it's beautiful.
right? So they're all going to be in
nice
this
leather
Oh, yeah, we're
leather
going to bring
case.
that up. We'll bring that
Yeah.
over. And I have some close-ups. So this is an amazing
Now you
case.
said that's what, $500?
$500 for the.
This case is
Staff
beautiful.
blend.
We got
And
the
how many are in there
release.
for 5?
20?
That's a
20 count.
case
Hold
of
on,
20.
let me do this.
Yep.
Do it the
Well,
proper
there
way.
you go.
Can't do it with one hand.
No.
Sorry. So just absolutely beautiful. Really.
I mean, the box is beautiful
Oh,
by
the
itself.
box
you
alone
know?
is
And then obviously the cigars will have your private.
private
private
band
label.
on it. It'll have your own private band on it, which is really nice.
You get it layered also with your name and
For a little extra price, everything. Yeah,
Everything
Just
everything
thinking
has
out of
a
the
price.
box. You know, I'm
want some
thinking Drew
laser,
way.
you want some pressed thing. Hey, everything is. Listen,
There's a-
money
there's a
will
dollar
get
to
you.
everything.
Yeah, there exactly.
go.
Whatever you want.
You know, you can take it to wherever you want to spend. I mean, really, and that's the great thing about this industry. Just like cigars, you can choose whatever it was within your price point.
Right.
They give you the opportunity here at J.C. Newman to customize even on the personal
It's
side.
absolutely
for-
amazing. If you are a aficionado and you really appreciate the cigars, to have it come down here and sit with you, you're a master blender itself, and figure that out and to enjoy your own personal palate.
Yep.
You can't, I mean,
This is an
it's a
educational
fantastic
place.
deal. It really is.
And we're not limiting it to a one-on-one. You know, I mean, we have 2-3 groups of 2 or 3 people coming in if they want to talk about it together. If they're splitting it, you know, so it doesn't have to be just a person that comes in.
Exactly.
So if
You
you
know.
get one blend, okay, like I know you have those
Yep.
4 or 5
Yep.
there, but if that person comes in, they do the 2,400. What if they want to continue? Is it another 2,400? They get a discount for a second order.
As
do you
far
know
as
that?
I know, it's because you're always having to get the same labor cost. I mean,
Right.
So
the labor's always there.
You're
Well,
still
Flat
pulling
rate,
that-
that's it.
you're
I
still
was just
pulling
wondering,
that-
you know,
yeah.
multi-orders or every, you
Well,
know.
I'm sure if you say I want to order, 5,000 sticks, you
Okay,
might get a
I'm
little
not on the
break there,
sales
right?
side, so
No, okay, I was just
we make them up here.
right. I totally get it. You know, I was just
I
wondering.
don't want to talk out of turn.
Nope,
Yep,
you're a
yep.
smart man, Gene.
But it's a great idea. I mean, obviously, no one here in the country can do this. Only you. This is it.
That was Drew's idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, that was his thinking. So
Absolutely.
he is a big outside the box thinker.
Yes, he
Oh,
is.
without a doubt,
He-
without a doubt.
Absolutely. That's why he's taking it to a whole nother level here. And, I mean, the company is in great hands with him and his future
Yep.
Right.
for what he can see.
And I don't even remember how many rollers we had last year when you were here.
Oh
but
no,
obviously
it's
now-
already.
now I have
Oh,
8.
we're going to
There's
tell
8.
him right. I think
Doubled.
you've doubled.
I think
This
you had
is double.
4,
It's
right?
it
I
was
had
4.
4. I might have had 5 when you came.
Maybe
Maybe
5.
five.
Maybe
Five.
5.
But I remember 4.
4 for
Yeah,
sure.
4 for
but
sure.
yeah.
And
But-
look how it's grown now.
Oh my
And pretty
goodness.
soon you're going to go into that big room. That picture might come true again of 100 rollers.
Easy.
She's like, wait a minute, I've got to manage this. This is hard enough. You don't want to increase my workload.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember how many packers I had either, but I mean.
Only one or two.
Yeah, I think
One
it
or
was two.
two.
It was two.
It was two.
Two.
Yeah, it was two. So
No,
you
Joey's looking for a job down here. If you
Yeah,
need an
Joe,
assistant. Joey, can you handle this?
Well,
That's him.
every year you keep growing more and more.
Right.
We see the
and
growth
I imagine
every
when
time
you
we
come
come.
back next year, I'll probably have another roller.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Wow.
Or two, or three.
I can tell you at least one.
That's right. Exactly.
Uh-oh, something's in the works. You ain't telling us. We'll
they're
get
always
Drew to get
busy.
the exclusive.
Drew always
So let me
gets us
see. I'm going to put this together. One new roller means one new blend.
potentially.
He's not talking.
Potentially.
He's not talking.
And I'm taking this guy to court with me when I need a witness.
I also have to keep up with the demand. So.
Right. It's keeping up with the demand. And I think that that's what I see with the American. It seems like the American is really exploding.
Yeah.
You know.
Great cigar.
Yeah.
It is. It
absolutely
really
is.
It's such a unique flavor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why I tell everybody when they come up here, you know, they say, which is your favorite?
Hard to say. That's
hard-
like your
right.
children.
Yeah.
Right. Your children, right? I usually tell them I have a Tampa favorite, I have a Nicaraguan favorite, I have
There
a
you go.
Dominican favorite. You
Right.
know? And up here, how can you not love the American?
Yeah.
Between the story and the flavor,
Exactly.
the uniqueness of it.
Well, you guys don't make a bad cigar, plain and simple.
Thank you.
Plain and
I mean,
simple,
they're all
across the
good.
board.
They're all good.
Appreciate it.
Across the board. I mean, there isn't a cigar that I would say I would not smoke that J.C. Newman produces.
And this is great.
oh,
this
this
is a
is
nice one.
fantastic.
We smoked this
Fantastic.
last night.
Yeah.
And wow.
Well, you guys did. Now I
was
know what
really
you guys are
surprised.
talking
I mean,
about.
The banding
how
is a
flavorful
beautiful
for
new
a
banding.
natural. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this has got a ton of flavor, and it's a Connecticut wrapper, or is it, or Ecuadorian?
I think it's Ecuadorian.
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 Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Ecuadorian.
Yep.
Ecuadorian.
Smooth. Construction's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
The drawer is absolutely fantastic.
Flawless
Perfect
draw.
draw. Yeah.
And who makes this one over here? The two
No,
girls
they're
out
not
front?
here.
This
This
is
is this.
Oh,
this
this is
is
the-
this
oh,
is
okay.
over at the
Fuente.
Fuentes
Correct.
factory.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Diamond Crown is all in the Dominican. Yep.
Correct.
No, fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Excellent.
Yep.
No, we're excited for you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Really
Well,
Thank
is.
we
you.
appreciate you
Gene,
guys coming in
Yep.
every year.
We always
obviously,
look
this time
forward
of
to
year,
seeing
right?
you, Gene.
Heritage
Yep.
Festival.
Yep.
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 And
Thank
then
you
I
again.
have,
And we see a lot more happening for you guys. What a future.
Yeah, well, next year we'll see how many consults we have when you come back.
Well, you're a
That's
young
right.
man. You'd be able to be here for the next 30, 40 years, so that's okay, right?
Well, we'll see. This is my retirement job.
That's it.
Ah,
Exactly.
This is right. This is right.
This is
So
my
that's
second
okay.
career. So.
Nice.
It's a beautiful
Nice.
thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have the passion for it. So when there's a passion, it's not a job.
It's not. It's really not.
You just
I mean,
got to be
have
here on the hours.
Just have to, yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Just have to-
That was the one thing I said when I retired, right? Like, now I got to set my alarm clock again.
Yeah.
But listen, I get to come here every day.
Right.
How can you not love it?
I mean, the people are fabulous here.
Yeah.
So,
Spending
you know,
8 hours a day here is not a bad thing. You know?
Yeah.
There are worse.
There are worse
so
8-hour days.
Right, you can
I've
be in
had
a
'em.
cigar lounge. No, fantastic. Folks, you got to get down here.
Yep.
Set
You
up
gotta
an interview here with
Set up a consult,
Gene.
not an
Have
interview, a consult. We do the
Consult.
interview. Gene does consults because that's the proper way of conducting business. You consult. And
Consult.
people like to be consulted about a lot of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like being consulted how to say names.
Oh, yeah, well, you get a lot of
Joey
consult,
likes to
and
be
it doesn't
scolded,
work.
but
Yeah.
that's
It
another
doesn't
story.
work.
Right? You need a consultant to tell you.
Right, exactly.
yeah.
He needs a consultant for pronunciation.
Absolutely.
That's it.
It's a beautiful thing.
Thank you, Gene.
Gene, thank
and
you
we'll
so
be
much.
seeing you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you again for
He's
your
gonna
time.
be right next door,
Yep.
so we'll have a lot more
Yep.
questions.
Yep.
But hey, definitely, at least come on down, check it out, come to this room, look at all the different flavors and blends that you can come up with
Yeah, I mean,
here.
if you
And-
smoke cigars, this is I
It's a
think
must.
It's a must, yeah.
and if you want to stay in America,
It's-
this is the must place. To
Well,
go.
should be on
there's
your
no
bucket
other
list.
place to go.
Should be on your bucket list to be here.
Yeah,
You know,
without
Absolutely.
a doubt. Without a doubt.
it's a great day here. I mean, you could really spend the whole day here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well, he spends at least 8 hours.
well,
a
he
day.
spends it. But, no, but even if just to come and visit, you can definitely kill
just
8
when you-
hours here.
Oh,
Just
because there's so many things to do right
to
here.
see, just to see here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, when you go for the tour, and Holden does the tours, you see the rich history that is preserved here
Yes.
in this building. Not just the building alone,
You
but
feel the
all of the
spirits in here.
artifacts. This is like an
The history.
archival.
This
It
is a museum in itself.
Exactly.
The building in itself, it's just, this is the original.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And
that
it gives you a
in
new
itself-
appreciation, too, for your cigar.
Yes.
When you leave here, you say, gee, now I know
What you're
everything
smoking.
about this now.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
why do I enjoy it so much?
And the thousands of people that come through here just want to come here for the history. They don't.
Yeah.
Even-
Right.
They don't know anything about cigars.
Right. Yeah, they don't need to.
Which is interesting in itself, yeah.
Yeah, because they'll come through and they'll be like, "Thank you very much. I just learned a ton
Yeah, we just saw a tour pass by, and look at how many
Yep.
women were in that. You know, I mean,
ton of
you can
women.
see it was like a husband and wife deals, but still, the women and they were in. I was watching it, watching
Yeah,
what
Holden
was
was
going
giving a
on. They
little
wanted.
tour, and people were engaged. It's not like people are disengaged and not interested. Obviously, they're coming here for a reason to
Right.
find out more about the process of cigar making here
And it's
in
the big
Tampa.
weekend too with the cigar
Well,
fest in
Festival,
here. I
right.
mean,
Big festival going on.
so you
yeah.
guys have been nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a busy weekend.
Yeah.
Well, again, we know you got a crowd of people behind us.
All right.
Thank you, my man. Thank you for
Gene.
everything.
As
Thank you very
always,
much,
buddy.
Gene.
Thank
As
you.
always,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Absolutely.
All right, folks.
By the way,
we're timing
for the
it off.
holidays, for Christmas time, is there any change in hours or days that people can come here?
Just Christmas
get
Day.
it out here.
Christmas
Just-
Christmas Day is
Christmas Day
closed.
and New Year's
Yeah.
Day.
That's
There
it.
you go.
Okay. So everything
Otherwise,
remains
it's
the
open.
same.
Yeah.
So people, that's it. No excuse.
Hey,
Get
the-
over here.
Next Friday the 13th, we may be shutting down half a day.
Yeah, because it's the 13th. You know, that's bad luck. Can't stay
No,
open.
no. That's
No,
American
because they-
bad law.
Because they feel like it.
Don't forget, in Italy, Friday the 13th is a lucky number for us.
It is.
I don't know. He's making shit up, Gene. Always.
No,
expect
the
the
13th,
13th is
for,
a lucky
for
number.
the Italians. You look it up. Do the research. I'm telling you now.
All right. I'll
Listen, we'll
believe
take
him
a
when
little
I
bit of a break.